What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another live stream, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, so today we're going to be flying a very, I think it's a new route on the channel. I've never flown this before. I'm not entirely sure if I have, but what I assume to be a new route on the channel, which is from Incheon to Pudong. That is Seoul to Shanghai. I don't know if I've flown this before. I'm trying to remember, but I can't really put my finger on it whether I've flown it or not. Have I? I think I've been to Incheon before. We've come here before, haven't we? I don't know. However, I've been wanting to fly Korean Air out of Incheon or to Incheon to one of these nearby Asian airports for a really long time now, and finally we get the chance to do that here. We are flying the A380 Korean Air with the old livery. I don't think any of the A380s have the new livery. I might be mistaken. I think they are retired, are they not? I'm not too sure. However, we're going to be flying it today from Incheon in Seoul all the way to Pudong in Shanghai in China. So we're going to fly from coast to coast from South Korea to China. It's going to be an interesting flight. I have traffic injection enabled, although as you all know, live traffic for FSLTL has been discontinued. So we're not really going to see any more live traffic unless you have Navigraph subscription, which I don't, as you guys know. I don't see any aircrafts near us, which is kind of a shame, but there are some aircrafts that are supposed to be near us. Let's see if there's some traffic somewhere. There has to be some traffic. Ah, there it is. Okay, so the traffic injection has largely focused on these areas right here. Yeah, it's largely focused on this particular terminal right here. Yeah, so we got traffic injection here. There's no traffic injected into this terminal, which kind of makes it look a bit empty, but I need to find a solution for traffic, don't I? I'm thinking of getting my hands on beyond ATC. Oh, look, we have some aircrafts. It's not like it's completely bare. Hello there, Mr. Korean Air and Eva Air from Taiwan and Asiana from Korea. So we've got some stuff going on here, which isn't too bad, right? It is nighttime here in Korea. We're using live time. And why is the texture loading this bad? Oh Lord, look at the textures. What on earth is going on here? That is horrid. What's happening with my simulator, everybody? What is happening with my simulator? Oh God. Why is the texture this bad? What the hell? What is this? This is not even streamed, it's locally installed. Obviously, it's a fly-by-wire aircraft. Why on earth is the texture this bad here? What is going on today? I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. I think there's something wrong with nighttime in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I've been noticing a bit. What the heck? What is going on here? I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on. Hopefully it gets better as we get out here. Let's get some systems going or something like that. How about that? The tablet seems normal. Let's download our SimBrief plan today. That is our plan today, and that all looks good. Cost index 174, cruising altitude 38,000 feet from Korea to China. I don't know what on earth is going on with the textures, but hopefully it's not too bad. We got GSX enabled here. I believe I have the GSX profile for this enabled. So let's go to GSX and get our boarding started. It takes a while for that to start. So request boarding. Korean Airlines, and as well as that I want to request some fueling here as well. Request fueling. I hate the new GSX interface, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer the old one with just the text. Anyway, let's get up here and try and turn things on. Okay, that looks much better with the lighting. Okay, ground crew oxygen supply, ground control for voice recorder, nav systems, ADARS to nav there, emergency lights armed, logo lights on please, nav lights on please, strobe lights automatic, seatbelt signs on, no mobile signs, or it's actually mobile. Yeah, it is. It's for the old-timey mobile phones, if you want to call it that. Okay, the textures now seem okay now that we've turned on the lights. My god, this is strange. Why are the textures acting so bad at night? I've never seen the textures be this bad at night. This is not good. Okay, whatever. I don't know what's going on. It's a simulator thing, I'm assuming. Integer lights, floodlights. What are all these floodlights for? Okay, we can get a little bit of that turned on, a little bit of this turned on. What other lights do we have here? There's something here. Yeah, there should be something else here. Oh, that's just for this one. Okay, we can put that on. There we go. Just a little bit of that. Yeah, I think we're okay here. For the most part, it seems like we're okay, and we can get started with this party, can't we? Let's tone that down a little bit. All right. Okay, I think we're okay. Our IRS is aligned very, very quickly. What? It should not be aligning that quickly. What is going on here? Realism. It's on fast, but not instant. I don't know. Let me go to payload. 44 passengers. Fuel. What's happening with the fuel? How much is the fuel estimate for this one? 31,800. It's already happened? The fuel truck. Where's the fuel truck? Has it arrived? Oh, it has arrived. Oh, he's just about setting it up. Okay, there we go. He's just about setting it up and fueling is just about to begin here. That is why we are a little late on that. That's alright. There we go. He has plugged in fuel hose there. Fueling should begin momentarily. Refueling. There we go. That's brilliant. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our FMS started up like we should. Clear info. Let's go to our init. Okay, there it is. Let's request our company flight plan. There we go. Requesting flight plan from SimBrief. Waiting for insertion. Let's insert that. There we go. Everything is done as it should. IRS aligned already, which is kind of strange, but anyway. Departure today. Let's take a look at our flight plan. Departure today out of RKSI is out of runway 34 right. If I can find 34 right. 34 right. The SID is going to be bopped to Y. Bopped to Y is there, right there. And our transition, we're not going to use any. I thought we'd put in some BOPTA or something like that. Anyway, temporary flight plan there. In ZSPD, we are going to use a runway 17 left. Our approach is going to be using the ILS-Z system into ILS-Z system, 17 left. Our arrival is going to be Doom 11 Alpha. Doom 11 Alpha is what it says. Doom 11 Alpha is right here. Any transitions, any vias, none of that. Let's insert that. Let's insert this. Let's take a look at our flight plan. It should... Oh, there is a discontinuity here. It's kind of strange, but we're going to delete it up. And there you go. Okay, let's go back to initialization, to our to our nav aids here. We need to tune in 17 left. We'll leave that tuned in for the time being. We don't need to worry about this yet, but into 17 left, 110.70, 68 degrees. No, that is completely wrong at what needs to be tuned in. It's tuned into Incheon right now, isn't it? It's tuned into Incheon. So our identity for Shanghai Pudong ILS into runway 17 left is IPD. Let's see if that brings it up. Oh god. What? Why won't it work? Oh, now it is. Okay, only my keyboard is working. IPD 110.70, distance of 445 nautical miles. That seems right. Course 168, correct. 110.70, correct. -3 ILS DME. That should be Pudong right there. Okay, so we're gonna go back in there. Let's go to fuel and load. Fuel and load, we can come back in here. Let's go to payload. Our plan for today, zero fuel weight, is at 343, which is good. 343 is exactly what we have planned, so let's put that in. Zero fuel weight is 343. Zero fuel weight center of gravity planned at 35.3. Let's put that in. 35.3. Our block fuel for today is supposed to be at 31.8. So let's see if that is what we will get here when we go to fueling. 31.8 completed as well. Okay, so let's put 31.8 here. 31.8 right there. Okay, so fuel planning will take care of itself automatically as far as I know. There we go. It's taking care of itself. Let's go back and check our planning here. Yeah. Let's go in 232 halfway through, which is good. All right, all of that is done. Let's go back to our takeoff performance page. Now here today, I don't think the FlyByWire does not have a takeoff performance calculator. No, it does not. So we're going to use SimBrief. That's not a problem at all. Let's go to our performance here. We're going to be most definitely using some sort of derating. Populate. Populate weather, calculate. Flex temperature at 6.5. Done. No TO shifts. V1 estimated at 142. Oh lord, sorry. 144 there for VR and 149 for V2. That is good. Packs are on, yes. Anti-ice is off. THS 4. Let's come down here. Planned gross weight 36.5 is what we're gonna plan that for. So 36.5. Okay. That is good. THS is good. Yeah, I think we're good here. Transition at 14,000 feet, everybody. Transition at 14,000 feet. Climb is going to... what is our cruising altitude? It's 38,000 feet. We've already set that up. Cruise at... yeah, that's all okay. That's all fine. Approach is fine. I'm not going to worry about this just yet. And this is your... GA 14,000. Yeah, transition altitude 11,800. Okay, that's fine. Full config. We'll worry about that when the time comes for that. So for now, we can go to our flight plan, and we are ready to go over here. Can we go to surveillance here? Yes, please. There we go. Okay, weather is off right now. Oh yeah, weather doesn't work on this one. I guess not. Yeah, I guess weather doesn't work on that one. Predictive, wind shear, weather. Yeah, none of these are actually working. TCAS. Yeah, I don't know how this thing works. Anyway, whatever. I'm not worried about it. Let's come down here. TCAS is off, right? I believe so. Yep, it's on auto. It's on standby for now. And we will switch it when we're ready to. Altitude reporting is on, which is good enough for us. All of these systems are on. This doesn't work. It's fine. All right, let's go to nav mode here. Set local pressure on our altimeter, or local pressure set. Nav mode set. Let's reduce the range on that for takeoff set. Manage mode speed heading available. Manage mode on vertical speed available as well. Initial climb out to 10,000 feet, and then from there we will climb to, I believe, 38,000 feet. Yes, it is. Okay, we are looking good. Let's go to GSX. And let's request pushback and departure. How about that? So we can turn with our nose to the right if it's allowed today. Yeah, nose to the right is ideal if it's allowed. So pushback and departure. So we're gonna wait for our services here to complete, and once that does complete, we are ready to get ourselves out of Incheon, everybody. Oh, almost forgot. Let's go ahead and turn on our APU. Shall we do that? Master switch, APU bleed, APU on. Thank you very much. So we'll leave our APU on for the passengers to enjoy some air conditioning and the sorts. But yeah, I think we're good to go. APU monitoring is right here. APU coming to life. APU coming to life. How many passengers have been boarded? Let's have a look. 400 out of 414. This boarding will finish up momentarily, and we should see the jetways disconnecting, and we should be out of here in no time. There we go. The bus is pulling away from us. I don't know why there was a passenger bus in the first place. We're using the jetway, are we not? Are we not? GSX is messed up for me. I really need to go back and change my settings and all that good stuff. Very nice animation there on the jetway as it disconnects. We have requested pushback and departure. Now I expect the doors to close by itself. And I don't know if that's going to happen, or we're going to have to close the doors manually, but not entirely sure if we'll have to close the doors manually. But in either case, we'll go ahead And we'll find out what it says, right? Yeah, it seems like we have to close the doors up ourselves. Not that that's a big issue, right? It's not that big of a deal, I guess. I hope I'm very audible in this particular stream. Anyway, let's just go in. Let's go down here. Let's go to services. Let's disconnect ground power, disconnect, close up our door there. Let's see. Is the pushback being connected? Yes, it is. Pushback is being connected, which is what I like to see, everybody. Is it not? Yes, it is. Okay, I don't know how my volume levels are doing today. I don't know how my sound levels are doing. I hope they are good enough for you guys, and I hope I am audible very clearly, as well as some background noise as well from the airports. I hope everything is on par. Or at least let's hope it is, eh? Okay, we're gonna go nose to the right. Let's come inside here. Release that parking brake. Wait for pushback to begin. There we go. Pushback has begun, everybody. Let's go beacon lights on. Let's go up here and turn tanks on. There we go. There we go. Everything there is on. Ignition there. Beacon lights on. Everything else is looking good. We can have our wing lights on because, you know, why not? Okay, let's start engine number 2. N2 rising. Yes, it is. Let's wait for that to happen, shall we? Take a look at the cabin views for the first time. Yeah, they look okay. Get back in here. Waiting for the engine to come to life here. Okay, engine number 2 available. Let's do engine number 3. And whilst that's happening, let me go ahead and get my throttle and quadrants ready. All right, good. We need to set our parking brake. Parking brake set. I believe parking brake has been set. Yes, it is. All right, everybody. Moonlit night. We can see the moon in the distance. Looking good, huh? Alrighty, let's jump back in here and start both these engines at the same time, and we'll let them come to life right here. There we go, everything disconnected. We are ready to taxi pretty much. Now it's up to us to prepare for taxi. We can see the guy off in the distance, can't we? Oh, it's too dark. It is too dark. Let me put the taxi light on. There you are. Bye-bye, sir. Goodbye. See ya. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Taxi lights on. Auto brake to take off. Ground spoilers armed. Flaps to be put down right now. It's a very quick turnaround for an A380. Beautiful. There we go, everybody. That is lovely. Okay. Alrighty. That is looking great. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let me release my parking brake right there. We are ready to taxi out of here to our takeoff runway, which is going to be 34 right out of Incheon. There we are, everybody. We are going to make a right turn, not here, but the one coming up, I believe. Yeah, let's make a right turn right here. Our ground speed is a little too high for my liking. A little too fast for my liking there. Okay. We're gonna taxi this way. It is a very large airport, and hence the title. This airport is genuinely a giant. Okay. We tend to see that in Southeast Asia there are a number of very large airports, particularly the Chinese ones. They are huge. They are massive, everybody. Incheon is no exception. The Korean one is no exception. It is massive. So we've got some truly colossal airports. This is one of these large ones. We're going to be able to see that once we take off today, although we're not going to be circling the airport. We will see that when we take off. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys a good view of just how massive this airport really is. We're flying into Shanghai Pudong, which is another large airport. So that'll be fun. Okay. There is nobody in the live stream. There's nobody in the chats. It's a dry day today. It's probably because I'm live streaming at odd times, man. Okay, we're gonna turn in. There we go. Lovely. I like the ground handling on this aircraft much better than some of the other aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Default and payware, and to think that this is free is absolutely incredible. A380 by FlyByWire, one of my most highly recommended must-have airports for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Hold on, would you guys like for me to have... Would you guys like for me to have... Yeah, that's right. Would you guys like for me to turn on some head tracking just for this thing to be a little more realistic, perhaps? I don't know, should I do that? Induce a bit of movement in the... Yeah, I need to work on the head movement thing, don't I? I need to work on the head movement of the aircrafts and stuff. But yeah. Just to make it a little bit more realistic, you know what I mean? I think I should. What do you call it? Where is the head movement? Head anticipation. On ground. In flight. We need a little bit more of this, right? A little bit more of that. We'll pump that up. Pump that up. pump that up. Lean forward, pump that up. In flight, we'll pump it up. 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 How about that? We'll try that. See if it makes a bit of a difference, right? Okay, we're coming up on our runway here. We need to slow down seriously. Okay, there we go. Chase plane. That's fine. External, mounted. Wait, there's no head movement there. Alright, we'll try this. Okay, let's turn in. And I'm just gonna roll over to the runway. Okay, let's get our landing lights on. We'll turn that on. We'll put that on takeoff. We'll put our strobe lights to on right here. We'll pump the brakes a little bit so I have a bit more time and control over that. Or that didn't really work. I need to pump it a bit more. There we go, much better. Let's put our TCAS on TARA right there. And we need to test our takeoff config. Oh my god, that's way off. We need to test our takeoff configuration, which we can right here, which it is. There we go, and we are good to go, everybody. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves out of not Shanghai, Incheon. Okay, let's set our thrust here, if I can see, that is. I don't know what thrust level I've set. I can't really see. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. There we go, everybody. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, isn't it? And flying it. Let's put our lever here. Ooh, bumpy. Still on flex here. Okay. There we go. Thrust lever set. Autopilot engaged. Flaps up. Out of Incheon we go. Just like that. Making that lovely turn. There is the large Incheon airport that we're leaving behind, everybody. Just look at how massive that thing is. That is a big airport. Alright, that's pretty cool. Let's jump back in here. We're looking good. Ground spoilers can come to disarmed. Like so. Okay. And we can get our wing lights. I will leave them on. Nose lights can come off completely. We'll leave every other light on. Runway and camera, that stuff can come off. Oh, we forgot to turn off our APU, but that's okay. APU can come off. This needs to go to normal. We missed out quite a number of stuff, didn't we? But we are looking good, everybody. All right. There is Incheon. There is Incheon right behind us. And it is a massive airport, as you guys can tell. It's pretty nice, right? I hope my audio is not too bad at the moment. I'll just have to run back the stream and check, I guess. But yeah, we're looking good. Making another sharp turn here. Let's go check that out. Oh yes, we can see the airport off in the distance. Very nice, right? We're coming up on 10,000 feet. We should jump back into the cockpit and set 38,000 feet manage mode climb here, and that's exactly what's going to happen. All right, let's go to some cinematic views now. Enjoy our climb out to 38,000 feet, and then we'll come back in and see how it's going. There we go. There we go, Incheon off to the left right there. We're able to get a good look at the airport. It should show up on this side momentarily. There we go. We can take one last look at Incheon before we fly over what I assume is the South China Sea. Is it the South China Sea? No, I don't think so. What is this called? I don't know. It might be the South China Sea, I'm not sure. Is there something called the North China Sea by any chance? No, I don't know. Okay, there it is. There is Incheon. You can see it from all the way up here. Very large. Very, very large. Okay. So we're going to say goodbye to that, and we're going to continue on our way. We're going to basically fly down to the southern end of South Korea, following the coastline. And then from there, we're going to fly down over the water, make a right turn, and that should take us into Shanghai. And that's right by the coast of China. Eastern coast of China. There you go. Alright, let's continue checking out our views as we climb out. I think it's time for us to turn off our landing lights and all that good stuff. So let's do that. Landing lights off. And we also need to set our QNH to standard right there. Let's also turn off our passenger signs. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, we're looking good here. As we climb along, we're coming up on 20,000 feet. So it's a rather slow climb with the A380, but that's understandable. We are carrying 400 something passengers. That takeoff was very light. I don't know how to tell you that, but that takeoff was very light for how heavy we are today. So I don't know what's up with that. Usually feels heavier than that, but today it was very light. Okay, Korea. You can see a pair of runways off to our right hand side with the approach lights doing its thing. Very nice to see that at night. Quite beautiful. I must say I'm glad they improved the night lighting. Our flight today is supposed to take about an hour or something, but I'm not gonna make it last that long, obviously. We are going to use fast forward as always during the cruise part of it. We're just waiting to reach our cruising altitude at around 38,000 feet, which we should momentarily. I'm talking to myself here. There's nobody in the live chat. And it's an odd timing for me to stream anyway. So yeah. We look good, don't we? This aircraft is absolutely beautiful, I must say. If you are someone who flies Microsoft Flight Simulator, you have to get your hands on the FlyByWire A380. It is too good not to. It is too good not to. The best freeware aircraft, I believe, in my opinion. Yep, I'm pretty positive about that. I can't think of a better freeware add-on than this one. In fact, I should make a video about it. I should definitely make a video about it. This is most definitely the best free add-on, aircraft add-on for Microsoft Flight Sim. Can't think of a better one. Do let me know in the comments if you can actually think of a better one than this one. Coming up on 28,000 feet. We've still got 10,000 feet to go, and our VS is looking, well, it's still above 1,500. I think so, if I read that right. But let me have a look. As long as we're above 1,000, I think we're okay. It is a 400 nautical mile journey, but 2-hour flight or so. With fast forward, that should be cut down significantly, but still waiting to reach that cruising altitude, everybody. You know what we can do? Let's try and go into the cabin for a second to keep ourselves a little entertained here. Oh, look, fly-by-wire. Business cabin. It's very dark in this particular cabin, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty dark in here, but for a freeware aircraft, I'm not complaining about problems or issues like this. The very fact that it has a cabin, it's completely freeware, and it's modeled this well too, by the way, is astounding. So I am not complaining. Anyway, let's just go back to our views, shall we? Oh, we've got contrail started up. We saw that happening right there today. It happened at about 32,000 feet. Beautiful. Lots of turbulence apparently. We're coming up on 34,000 feet here. It's been a long climb out. Korean Air. I really enjoy this view, but at night time it's a little bit dark. Alrighty. Cruising along at Mach 0.85. So we're pretty quick at the moment. Especially for a jet this big. Coming up on 36,000 feet. Coming up on 38,000 feet, our cruising altitude. Let's wait for the aircraft to level out here. And once it does, we're gonna go ahead and get started on sim rate so we can fast forward our flight so we don't have to spend forever on this cruise. Let's increase the range on that. First things first, let's turn to our flight deck here. Let's increase the range to something more like that so we can see where the end of our journey is. Our top of descent is all the way there. So we're gonna leave it like this for today, and over here we're gonna go all the way with the range. We can see where the top of descent is. Alright, fantastic. Let's go ahead and enable sim rate so we can get this journey underway much quicker. Let's take a quick look around our instruments. Where is our top of descent? Our top of descent is right after Sadley. So it's right after Sadley. Sadley is a waypoint, and that waypoint is right here. Sadley is right there. So yeah, our top of descent is after Sadley. Alright, fantastic. Okay, given all of this, I think we're ready to continue our cruise at 4 times speed, 75 knots of crosswind. Everything else looking fantastic here. Error accessing live air traffic data retrying. Obviously that happens when we try to fast forward. The simulator can't keep up with that, and I don't really care about it. I need to turn off the live air traffic data here. I need to get my hands on Beyond ATC, which can do some traffic injection for me as well as control the ATC, particularly on these extremely long flights. Anyway, given all of that, let's go back to our views and continue our fast forwarded cruise towards Shanghai. I need to do some research. Let me see if Beyond ATC can Beyond ATC inject traffic. Yes, Beyond ATC can inject its own traffic into Microsoft Flight Simulator. Its global traffic in its own 3D engine feeds it directly rather than handing. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good. Sounds good to me. I need to get my hands on Beyond ATC. I've been saying that for a while now. VFR control and injection are planned features on Beyond ATC. Full IFR for jetliners and GA, but there is no VFR injection. That's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Emergency oceanic procedures and stuff are still planned. I mean, it's still better than having to pay a subscription. I think I'm leaning towards Beyond ATC as long as it gives me some realistic traffic and stuff. All right. I think it's good enough. Beyond ATC it is, guys. I'm gonna go and get myself beyond ATC, because that is something that's been missing from my flight simulation. A little bit of ATC. Now I don't want to pay for Say Intentions, which is obviously the more feature filled and fancier option, but it comes with a price tag because of that. I think beyond ATC's way to go is what I would like. Yeah, a one-time payment solution for ATC in Microsoft Flight Sim, as well as traffic injection too, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'll just like to use beyond ATC. I think for GA traffic injection, at least not for actual flying injection, I can use FSLTL to get some parked GA aircraft around airports. So I can use FSLTL if I want to do that. But I think beyond ATC is the way to go. So it's time to get beyond ATC for our channel. And I will try and use it as much as possible to give you guys a more immersive experience whilst flying. Now we are actually coming up on our top of descent already, so it won't be too long to landing, which is surprising. I expected to spend a little more time in the air, but coming up on just about an hour, and we are not too far away from our top of descent, ladies and gentlemen. So that means that we are getting ready to begin our descent with this particular aircraft. Isn't that exciting? And during descent, we will start off from 38,000 feet. We will fast forward our descent from 38,000 feet all the way to around 10,000, from when we will take manual control. That is the procedure that I usually like to follow for high altitude flights such as this one. So let's see how that goes. We are coming up on our top of descent, pretty much. So momentarily, I will be jumping into the cockpit and taking a look at our situation. Can't wait. Alright, we are coming up on our last waypoint before our top of descent. Sadly, that is coming up right now. I think it's time for us to jump into the flight deck momentarily and take a look at our flight data. So let's go ahead and begin taking care of it, kind of, I presume. Oh, we've still got some. Okay, you know what? Let me just get in here. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Let's go back to our flight deck here. Let's put our sim rate into 1 right here, which is fantastic. And there we go. We are not too far away from our top of descent at all. Just 40 nautical miles to go. Let's go ahead and input some of the data that we do need to. As a matter of fact, we got 40 nautical miles. Let's fast forward till it reaches about 20. How about that? And let's do till about 20 nautical miles, and then we can stop that fast forward right there. We'll go in and input some of the data we need to from SimBrief, and once that's done, I think we'll be ready for descent. Alright, coming up on 20 nautical miles to top of descent right here. Why are we a little slow even with into 4? We've got a strong headwind. Okay, there we go. Let's go to into 1 speed right here. Let's get our party started with top of descent. So let's come down here to the init page. Let's go to takeoff performance. Let's go to cruise, descend, approach right here. Let's go to sim brief. Let's go to performance. Very good. Let's go to reset the well, no, I meant change the stuff. Let's go to landing, populated from our last flight. Populate the weather one more time. Calculate. Wind 150 degrees at just 8 knots. We'll see how that fares for us. Outside air temperature at outside air temperature at Shanghai at 24 degrees Celsius. QNH at Shanghai apparently at 2968. Let's put that in there. Barometric radio, I will use radio 200. I'm not following the chart at all today. I don't really care about that right now, so that's okay. We don't need to activate it. Transition altitude at 11,800 feet. Copy that. We are done with all of this. Our reference speeds are right here, I believe. VREF 131, VLS 131. Go back to flight plan. We are good to go, everybody. Topper descent is coming up. Let's check our final descent altitude pretty much. ILS expected at 3,000 feet. So let's go 2,900 today. 2,900, and we'll set that in like so. Put that right there, and 2,900 set up. Okay, so now we're going to wait for our topper descent to come in. And once it does, we can go ahead and descend here, right? Okay, we'll just wait for topper descent. And once our descent has stabilized, we're gonna command into 4 sim rate till we reach around 12,000 feet, which is our transition altitude. We'll switch out our barometric pressure. Now before we descend here, let's go ahead and set up our auto brake at position. Pudong has a very long runway and it's estimated to be dry today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't even checked the weather. It's okay. We'll put it on low for the time being. We'll see how it looks like when we fly in. Our ground spoilers can remain armed, and yeah, that should pretty much get us ready to begin our descent. Very nice. At 38,000 feet, we are very high up here. Isn't that cool? Do we have any visuals? We see nothing yet. Okay, this topper descent is creeping up really slowly here, but let it come. Come on, mate. Oh, maybe I need to do a little bit of a fast forward right there. There we go. Move that topper descent towards us, eh? Okay. Into 1. Now let's wait for topper descent reached. It should show up on any one of these 3 screens. We should get a message telling us that topper descent has been reached. So we'll wait for that. Nothing shows up. We'll wait for us to pass the topper descent. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Come on. I'm still waiting. Ah, no topper descent message. I didn't see any. I'm just going to begin descending manually right here. We've commanded descend and that should take care of it by itself. There we go. We are good to go. Okay. Descending, speed is being stabilized right here. I think it's time for us to go ahead and fast forward till we reach around 12,000 feet. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. We are descending, everybody. Mr. Anas, nice for you to chime into the live stream. Hello there, man. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, we're going down through 20,000 feet. We're not too far away. As a matter of fact, we have just begun our arrival procedure into Shanghai. Let me show you guys that on a little nav map so you get an idea of what's going on right there. There we go. We are into our arrival procedure into Shanghai. We're about to turn off, turn to our right. So yeah. Okay, that is cool. That is cool. Alrighty, let's continue descending here. Coming up on 16,000 feet. Done. Okay, we'll continue this descent till around 12,000, I believe. Yeah, that's what I said. 12,000 feet. It seems like we're a little too high for how close we are to the airport. Hopefully it sorts itself out. I don't know what kind of an arrival this is. It's my first time flying into Shanghai, if I'm not completely mistaken. I don't think I've ever flown into Shanghai. There are a number of airports I wanted to fly into. I prepared myself to fly into, but haven't actually bothered to do that. So this might be one of those airports which I've never flown into. Oh my god, we're already at 10,000 feet. Sim rate flattened out. Let's head into the flight here. Oh my god, we forgot so many things. Okay. Let's put our local pressure today, which is set. We need to turn on our landing lights, which is set. Excellent. All right, that looks much better. We've got a view of the coastline, and if I'm not mistaken, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Shanghai Pudong Airport. No, it's not. It should be. We're flying directly at it. It should be here somewhere. Shanghai Pudong Airport. It is a massive airport. There's no way we can miss it. We'll see. Okay, we're back on track. Thankfully, we're a little above 250 knots. But anyway, let us reduce the range on that. Reduce the range on that. There we go. That looks much better for us. Let's increase the range on this one, though. Okay, looking good. Ground spoilers armed. Everything's set. Altimeter is set. 2900. We are perfectly fine with our descent profile. It seems like it's a little bit, at least it seems like it's a little bit high, but apparently we're perfectly fine. And looking at the arrival procedure once again, I think that we are. We've got plenty of room to descend down towards around 2900 feet by PD013, where we're expected to at least catch the localizer. Or does that happen at no, at IPD 93 is where we're expected to catch the glide slope localizer at the earliest, and I think we have enough time for that. Yeah, I think we'll be just fine. We will be just fine, everybody. We need to go back up here and let our passengers know to buckle up. which we should have done at 10,000 feet, which I did not. Not a problem, not a problem. This is Fly the Noob. After all, we are not a professional airline. You know what it is? I need to start flying with more procedures in mind, you know, more procedural flying. I try to do that, but I guess in my heart I'm more of a GA and jet pilot. Not to say I don't enjoy airline flying, but some of these Airbuses, they don't give us anything to do. It kind of gets boring, but the A380 is not so bad, it's alright. The one I get really bored with is the A320 for some reason. Okay, there we go. However, at the same time, Phoenix. Because we have the Phoenix A320, A319 models, it becomes much more enjoyable because of how well it's simulated and modeled there. Okay, enough about that. I think we need to be careful here. We're going a little bit funny. It's okay. I think we're okay. We're still at 250 knots though, quite fast. Is our giant jet gonna slow down in time? That is the question. Yeah, that is pretty fast. At 5,000 feet or so, right? Yep, we're at 5,000 feet. That is pretty fast. Oh, we're looking okay. We are looking okay. How long is this in real life? In real life, it is 1 hour 54 minutes estimated. I think that's the block time. I believe so. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. 1 hour 54 minutes block time. That's right. 2 hours of block time, 1.5 hours of air time. That's it. So that's why we were able to reach this quickly into Shanghai. Alright, we are already flying over Shanghai. We should be able to see the airport somewhere here. Ah, there it is. There it is. There is Shanghai Airport. It is absolutely massive. Like most Chinese airports, it is big. Alright. It's a very large, complex airport with two sides. Two distinct air sides. It is very massive. Anyway. 4 large runways, huge airport. Oh, look at that gentle sweeping turn right there. Very nice. There is the airport off in the distance. We can see that just about. Lovely. Okay, our speed is dropping, which is exactly what I want. I am not gonna drop our flaps any further, otherwise it's going to activate that. You know what, let me just do that. Should I just do that? Put the flaps down. Position 1. There is the airport. We have a clearer view of just how massive the airport we're about to land into is, and the moon is looking absolutely tiny in Microsoft Flight Simulator as usual. My biggest complaint about the simulator is how tiny the moon and the sun are in the sim. I don't like it. It needs to be larger. Anyway, beginning to drop our speed off. Let's put our flaps down. Let's put flaps down. I think that's good enough for us. There is the massive Shanghai airport. We're about to make our final turn onto it, and as such it is time for me to turn on the localizer as soon as we make that turn. We're already at 2,900 feet and holding altitude. Let's go down in flaps. Flaps full set. Okay, we'll be very slow now. We have already turned on approach, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Its approach mode is already on, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we're making that turn. It's time for us to go localizer on. Localizer caught. It's time for us to go approach mode on. Waiting for glide slope. I think, yeah, we'll be okay. We are under the glide slope, which is excellent. I think we'll be just fine as we make that turn. Oh, would you look at that? All of a sudden we are... Oh, there we go. It's looking good, huh? Much better than I thought. Flaps are full, ready for landing. Approach speed set. Just need to wait to catch the glide slope before I drop our gear here. We're supposed to drop the gear around 2,500 feet above from the ground, I believe is the minimum. Ground spoilers armed, auto brake set at low, seatbelt signs done. I think we're good to go. We have a little bit of a visibility issue. I know the airport is there. I can faintly see the runway lights off in the distance. However, I cannot confirm which runway is actually ours, so... Okay, reduce the range on this guy. Glide slope coming up. Let's see if we catch it successfully. We should. What exactly does this do? I have no idea. I forgot what this does. I used to know. I don't know. Glide slope caught. Let's go to LS on this. Let's reduce the range on that. And we've got runway there. Runway in sight, everybody. Runway 17 left in sight. 1108 nautical miles away. Let's put our gear down. Shall we do that? There we go. Gear dropping. Looks lovely. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, yes. What a wonderful gear animation right there. FlyByWire has really done a number on this one. Let's go to Sky Dolly, get our flight recording going on so we can have a landing replay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at that beautiful giant bird. Oh yes, look at that. Isn't that lovely? $2,000 feet. Oh my word. China looks amazing. Shanghai looks amazing. Is that Shanghai off in the distance? Yes, it is. The city of Shanghai off in the distance there looks good. All right, 1,800 feet above the ground. As you know, historically, I don't have good landings with A380s, but let's see how this goes. I've only had a couple of decent landings with an A380. They are not particularly friendly to land using my style. What is that large building ahead of us? That looks really good. I don't know what that is, but it looks good. 1,500 feet past it. Oh wow, what is that large building? Looks like a fancy building off to our left there. Looks like some sort of hotel. I don't know what it is. 1,200 feet. Looking stable right now. I hope it remains stable like this as we come into land, because for the past few flights that I've been flying, I've had no luck with wind turbulence as we come into. Okay, we're coming up on 1,000 feet, and there you go. Just I can't see the button. Oh, there it is. My aircraft. Let's see if I've learned my lesson on how to land the A380. And just when I take control, all the bumpiness starts. Can you believe that? Having a smooth approach so far, And then boom, now we are being battered around by the winds. What on earth is it? It's not too bad from the... Okay, it is bad from the outside, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, this flight director is not helping either. Okay, I'm just gonna go in manually. Yep, we're being battered.
100 above.
100 above.
Minimum.
Proceed.
Retard. 5.
Okay. All right. Welcome to Shanghai Pudong, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. That was not too bad of a landing. I expected worse, but we're good. So I'm going to turn off now. Okay, reverse stowed right there. Should I turn off to my left? Yes, I should. Okay, welcome to Shanghai, everybody. Let's turn off LS on both sides. FT can come off. Brilliant. Let me just give it a bit of break there. And I'm gonna put my flaps up. And I'm going to put my taxi light up there. Landing lights off. Strobe lights automatic. There we go. All right. And we need to find ourselves a little parking, don't we? TCAS can come to standby. Oh, okay. Fine. Automatic standby right here. Ground spoilers are still armed. We can put that back down. Okay, we need to find ourselves a parking. And once we do, we are good to go. So where shall we park? Should we park at one of the gates? Obviously we should, right? Some of the heavy gates. This is not gonna be easy. Okay, let's turn here. Let's turn right here. Yep, like so. And then we'll continue taxiing. Yeah, we'll taxi this way. That makes sense. All right. Wasn't too bad at all, everybody. That wasn't too bad at all. I expected worse, but there we go. Seems like I've learned from my mistakes, more or less. Wait. Yeah, everything is stowed, right? I don't know why our speed brake is a little bit... There's a spoiler right there. Why is it a little bit up? I don't know. But I believe it's been stowed out. Okay, good. That looks good. Let's continue on towards a parking, if I can find one. I'm supposed to find a... Well, I'm not going to park at any of these gates because they might be too small. So I'm going to go around and park at a large parking. It's going to take us a while. The taxi is pretty long. But here we are. Very happy to be here. Very happy to be here in Shanghai. I need to pump the brakes. We're traveling a little too quickly. All right. Beautiful airport, huh? Massive. Okay, I believe we are ready to turn off somewhere. This one right here? Yep, we can turn right here. Yep, let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is there a lamppost in the middle of the taxiway? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we'll turn left. And then we'll turn right. Because I can't really find myself a parking at the moment. Okay, we'll take the next parking that pretty much fits us. Okay, let's turn in. There we go. We'll take the next right turn and find ourselves a lovely little gate or something. Hopefully those gates can fit us, but I have no guarantee of that. We'll find out. I think the airport chart that I'm using is a little bit outdated. Yep, it is outdated. It's very outdated. It is very outdated, so I need to kind of update that. My bad. My bad, everybody. That is why I've been screwing up the parking. But anyway, let's go in and take our turn right now. There we go. We'll park ourselves into one of these gates, and that will bring our quick flight to an end here. I'll just go straight in. I don't even think we're supposed to be here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go straight in. We're gonna park. We're gonna take a look at the landing replays, and then we're going to shut down our aircraft. So first, landing replays. Before that, let me come in here, slow that big jet down significantly. There we go. Alright, put that parking brake on, which it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at that landing replay, everybody. Let's do that. Let's clean this up, bring up Sky Dolly. Hopefully it's working today. Yes, it is. Brilliant. Let's bring back our flight. Let's... Alright. Long taxi, but that's okay. And we're gonna go off to where... We're gonna leave it somewhere here, and we're gonna play that. Landing replay number 1, everybody. Let's go ahead and check that out. I think we need to give our flaps a little bit of time to descend here. They will be down by the time we land, I believe, so it's okay. Yeah, we're not that far off. Oh, you know, kind of, but it's alright. I think we'll be okay. Okay, first landing replay into Shanghai Pudong Airport with the A380 flying from Incheon. Incheon. Let's find out. How bad or good was that landing? Let's find out. Coming in. Rudder adjustment there. We touched down very nicely. That was very, very good. As a matter of fact, that was an excellent landing. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from another point of view. Perhaps this one or this one? Let's try this one first. Let's judge how that landing went, shall we? Let us judge it. Judge it. We're gonna judge it. and rate that landing. Let's see how it went. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Okay, adjustment right there, and it was a beautiful touchdown. Very good adjustment. Very good everything. That was a good landing, just slightly off to the left of the center line, but besides that, that was an excellent landing. Brilliant. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's go back a little bit more from right here. Try this view. This one right here. Then after this, we're going to go ahead and check out our flyby views for the landing, followed by the cabin views, or rather wing views, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Yes, that was very nice. Of course, we have the heat blur from the engine kind of distorting that view right there. So I think I might want to go in here and replay that. So let's just check the touchdown one more time. A little off to the side so we don't get the heat blur from the engine exhaust. Let's check that out. Oh yes, that was good. That was a good landing, everybody. That was a good landing. Alright, excellent. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from the flyby view. Shall we do that? Let's do it from this point of view. We're going to zoom ourselves in there. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go a bit behind, and then I'm going to press this one more time. There we go. And let's go behind and play. There we go. Oh yes, look at how beautiful that view is. Brilliant. Oh yeah. Okay, let's pause that, go back a little bit, play that again. Let's check it out. That was perfect. That was a great way to end the flight, everybody. Let's play it one more time, shall we? Oh, yep. Look at that. Going into Shanghai Pudong. Yep. Very nice. Let's try that one more time from... Would love to see Shanghai Airport in the day though. That is very true. That is very true. Not to worry, we will make more flights from this airport, particularly during the day. Let's try out some sort of tower view here, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where the aircraft is though. Okay, let me press play. Oh, there it is. There's the aircraft coming into land, everybody. This is from the tower. Let's have a look at it. It's a tower view. It's not actually from the tower, but... There we go. What a beautiful touchdown right there. Excellent, isn't it? Alrighty. Let's have a look at that one more time. You're right. During daytime, obviously, you'll be able to see the touchdown much better. But yeah, that was good. Okay, let's go back up here. Let's go check out what our passengers saw We'll try this view first. Yeah, let's try this view first. Coming into land at Shanghai Pudong. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Bellissimo, huh? Let's try that one more time. This is too good. This view right here with the airport is too good. I gotta see that one more time from this side. Okay, bellissimo. Beautiful landing. That's just perfect. I'm very happy with that. Finally being able to redeem myself properly with this landing. I'm going to leave it here with the landing replays. Let's just go ahead and fast forward to the taxi area. Obviously, we did turn off our strobe lights and all of that. That's kind of going to malfunction when we do the landing replay because it's going to remain on. That is a known issue. We did our lights correctly. So when we go to shutdown, we're going to have to turn off our lights one more time. Okay. So we're going to have to do that one more time. But apart from that, I think we're okay. Parking brake is on. Is it on? Parking brake is on. Brilliant. Okay. Brakes, parking brake on. Yeah, I don't need to worry about any of this. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead, get up here, turn on our APU bleed. APU can come on. Let's turn off all the lights that got turned on during landing replay. Beacon lights remain on. That's fine. That's fine. This can come off. This can come off. You know what? I'll leave the wing lights on there. What else? I'm going to go ahead and shut down the engine. Before I do, let me get our ground power unit going here. I'm just gonna connect it up already. I know this is not exactly how you do it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and shut down our engines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh Lord, what am I doing? There we go. What is this? Oh, this is malfunction, isn't it? Oh, look at that. I have a glitch. What is this? What have I done? Okay, whatever I did. Okay, there we go. Our engines have shut down, and I don't know why our parking brake stuff is out here. Let's put that down. Come on. Go down. Oh, it's not going down. Got a problem, everybody. It's not going down. A little bit of a malfunction right there, I guess. Yeah, it is a little bit of a malfunction, isn't it? For some reason, it's not going back down. Yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck. Why is it stuck? I don't know. It's okay. We had a little bit of a landing replay issue. That is perfectly fine. Let's go to GSX. Request deboarding right here. Request deboarding. Or whoever. I don't really care. And let's go up here and turn off our standby and main fuel tanks right here. We're gonna turn everything off like so. There we go. Let's get that can come off. Oxygen supply, we're not turning around today. We can turn that off as well. This can come off. Those can go off. Those can go off. Beacon lights can come off. Logo lights can remain on. Everything else can remain on as I like it. We'll leave the APU on for today, and we can't seem to put our spoilers down. Unfortunately, it seems to be stuck and malfunctioning. Oh, would you look at that? It's gone down. Yay. All right, great. Fantastic. We've got deboarding going on, and there it is. I'm going to leave it here today, everybody. Okay. So, once again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. That was a really cool flight from Shanghai. From Incheon to Shanghai. That was fantastic. Fantastic. So, that was pretty fun, huh? All right. In the live chat today, all we had was Mr. Anas. Thank you very much for tuning in. Everybody who tuned into the live stream, thank you so much. Consider liking, subscribing, commenting, doing all that good stuff that will help out the channel and push us towards 1,000 subscribers here. I recently just hit 800, so I want to thank you guys for the 800 subs. Much appreciated. Really, very, very much appreciated, and hopefully I can continue pushing out some entertaining stuff for you guys. So yeah, go check out the channel, and I shall catch you guys in the next one, and until then, take care of yourselves. Have a good day. I'll be live streaming within the next 12 hours. I'm positive about that. So yeah, I shall catch you then, and until then, have a good time. Bye bye.